All right, just continuing on with the activity, we'll move on from quadratic to logarithmic. So let me just change this before I go. Quadratic. Okay, we're going to duplicate this. We can either select duplicate or we can just do a quick and pop this in here. Either way, maintains all the references, so we're good. So this is logarithmic. Now in this case, we want the log of the high temperature. You can use a concatenate here. So log of whatever your variable is, right? So mine is high temperature, and that's found in B1. So B1, and it's log of. You could just type it too if you want. This one, we don't need the concatenate anymore because we're leaving our y values just the way they were. I get an equal sign in there. So low temperatures. So I want to go back to what my low temperature values initially were. So I'll just take, instead of the square root, I'll just take the all data C2 value. So equals, interesting in terms of the font. I don't know why it changed color like that, but I'll change it back. I'm gonna center it and make it look a little nicer. All right, and drag it on down the line. Overshot the Mac. All right, font size is a little out of whack here, and that looks better. I think it's size 10. Yeah. So now I want log of, so log 10 of all these values, and pull it on down the line. All right, I'm going to double check my references, make sure it's pointing to the right stuff. My y-intercept is, my slope is, my correlation squared is, so that's the coefficient of determination. Now, my residual plot, I want to go back to the original y's. So I'm going to take, oh, sorry, no, this is fine. Apologies. Our original y's are already accounted for. That allows us to determine the residual values, and those are good to go. This is just duplicating what's in column A, which is correct. And the one thing that won't happen if you do a copy paste, I mentioned this I think in a previous video, is that you won't get the graphs to come over. So you'll have to do it again. If you do duplicate, if you wanted to select duplicate, then it'll bring the graph over, but then you'll have to change this title or whatever. So it may be more worth it that way. I'm not sure. I'll leave that up to you to decide. So insert, oh, let me highlight. Insert chart. Oh, I keep doing that. Hold on. So I only learned this recently, and it probably should have clicked a little sooner, but wherever you highlight in the direction of, that's where the graph is going to go. So if you want the graph to be at the top of the screen, you want to highlight bottom to top instead of top to bottom. Insert chart. Looks like my setup's pretty good. So I'm certainly not seeing a pattern here. So this model is likely appropriate. And there you go.